Hi, my name is Simon Davis, and I'm going to show you a plasmid extraction using a Qiagen Miniprep kit. But before I go into that, I just wanted to give you a small background. The reason I'm doing this is I wanted to check if a sequence has been successfully transfected into the E. coli. And so the sequence I'm interested in is the NLS-TIP60 NLS sequence, and it's being inserted using the topo vector, which has ampicillin resistance and kanamycin resistance. They're both antibiotics. So once the topo reaction completes, and then electroporation is used to insert the sequence, insert the plasmid into the E. coli, then that culture is plated, 100 microliters of it, and spread using beads, and it's plated on a kanamycin plate, and so only the ones that have the sequence should idealistically grow. And then from that plate, I would select 21 colonies, and I would do two things with each colony. One would be to replica plate them, so I would make two small dots using the colony on another kanamycin plate, and the other thing would be to check them for the sequence by way of PCR. And the way to check it is that only the ones that have the sequence would have the primers annealed to it, and so it would produce a PCR product that can be seen by an agarose gel run. So the first step was done, and then the next step would be to check by digestion. So to digest the plasmids, I need to get them out of the E. coli, and that's where the Miniprep plasmid extraction kit comes in handy. Alright, so the first step is to retrieve your overnight cultures, and the way that you know they are good is you compare them to the stock LB broth versus the tube itself should be cloudy. And then you take your tube and your balance, centrifuge, make sure it's balanced. Set it for 10 minutes and then let it run, and it's supposed to be, I have it set because of that rotor's limitations at 4,000 RPMs for 10 minutes, but the normal setting is supposed to be 8,000 RPMs or more for 3 minutes, but that's why I'm compensating with the extra time of 10 minutes. So next step is to take your items out of the centrifuge once they finish spinning. We gotta pour out the extra in there. Being careful not to disturb the pellet. Getting rid of those toothpicks. It's got a little extra in there. So then the first step is to resuspend the pellet in P1 buffer. With 250 microliters. Then you just want to break up that pellet. check the bottom to see if the pellet's broken up or not. Make sure it's all broken up. Once you're sure that most of it or all of it is broken up, then you want to transfer it to to a small Eppendorf tube, labeled like so. Then you want to add 250 microliters of P2 or lysis buffer. You want to invert it 5 or 6 times. Then you want to add 350 microliters of neutralization buffer, or N3. That inverted 5 or 6 times. You should see a cloudy precipitate, whereas before it was clear. And then you want to centrifuge. You want to centrifuge for 10 minutes at 3,000 RPMs. And hit start.